Yo, welcome back to the channel. Bitcoin looks like it is oversold, especially on the stochastic RSI. The normal RSI has a long way further to go, so I could potentially see it coming down to around about this 87, 86k region around here. That is, I think, the worst case scenario. If the bull run is still on, we will probably come to around this region right here. There is also support around the 94k area and also the 100k area as well. That is the immediate short-term plan over the next week. If we look at the Telegram, we have a little look at what is going on in the Telegram today. More people are joining the group. Thank you for that. We do try and post good content in here for you guys, so welcome and thank you for joining. Let's have a little look at the market analysis. So after 7 green weeks in a row, we were overdue a pullback, which I view as an opportunity with the monthly candle about to close. Any closure above 103k is going to look very good for the long term and the continuation of the bull run. So if we are over 103k and that is the correction, that is crazy, because everything seems to look like it is resetting, especially on the RSI and stochastic RSI, which is good because that's showing there's not a lot of selling for the price or for the strength to decrease, which is very good for the bulls, to be honest. The hyperliquid whale James Lynn is publicly hunted. I cannot believe this guy. We're going to get into him probably in a little bit more detail in a few moments. But statistically, June is a bearish month for Bitcoin. So I'd be wary of a flash crash in the low 90k region at some point. I expect that. Just because of the way Bitcoin moved upwards, I believe a flash crash is on the horizon. I have got a lot of cash. I'm actually going to show you my portfolio. Hopefully in the coming days, maybe even today, depending on how I'm feeling. When you look at ETH Sol, ETH is currently showing more strength, has outperformed Sol by 30% over the last 6 weeks. And he's also liking hype as well, also BNB. Right, shall I show you my portfolio? Because my portfolio is nothing to brag about at all. Let's actually get this on here. Don't save that, just log me in. I want to show you my crypto allocation because ChatGPT was actually giving me some tips. When I showed it my portfolio, I think my current allocation is very risky. It is very risky. I was talking about the Magnificent 7 stocks. Look at this. This is my portfolio in crypto. It's madness. It is small, but I want to increase it, and also I want to make it more stable. I want to add Ethereum and Bitcoin to my portfolio, especially on this dip, because I've only got a bit of stocks. I'd like to increase the portion of stocks that I do have. I do have a lot of USDT at the moment as well, but 20% is usually the ideal amount. A full stack portfolio, build gradually. That's mad, bro. So I've got to slowly shift my portfolio into a less risky portfolio, and also take profits when the price goes up. That's mad, bro. So I have the majority in Omikami. I also have Casper, Tether. I do have a few altcoins, speculative plays, high risk, high reward, high concentration in meme coins. But I want to ensure that I'm getting the best portfolio possible with less risk, ensuring that I win, because the chances are the majority of people are going to lose money. I don't want to be one of them people, and I want to ensure that I win. I want to ensure that I win. I don't want to hope, I want to ensure. I think the fear and greed index is at 60, so we are cooling off a little bit. We are resetting, and that is what we like to see, because you need a reset, especially in bull runs. That's why you do see crazy flash crashes. Right, looking at bookmarks. ZBCN pumped like mad. So this guy thinks that even though it is pumping, it's actually done a 6x. If I show you ZBCN, it's done a madness. It's so risky buying at this point in time though. Zebek network. Look at this, it's done a madness. Look at that pump. That's a parabolic run. But this guy's saying for long-term investment, resolving team transparency and addressing FUD, and building trust. I see far more red flags in strength. Would I buy it now? Heck no. Would I invest in the long term? Never. So why would you hold it? That's like buying a meme coin. Like, you know, certain meme coins, you don't even know why you hold it. You hold it for it to go up, but then when it goes down, you lose conviction and you sell it. So what's the point? Murad was right. Giga will be next. Don't fumble this again. I legit think Giga Chad is next. It's a major meme coin on the Solana blockchain. It has the Coinbase listing, and I think it's going to do very well. I think it is next, you know. I might bid a little bit on this. If we look at this trend line here, a good price for GigaChat is about there, about 2.3 cents, something like that. It is a red day today. Calm down, everybody. The M2 supply already predicted this dump 70 days ago. Banana holla in 2 weeks. Oh, okay, so we are going down for 1 to 2 weeks time, and I think that is the cycle low. So if you can get some bids in, not too risky, then it is going to look good for you. Tariff uncertainty is worse than tariffs for the markets. That's actually facts. That tiny little red, that's what liquidated Win for $90 million. This wasn't trading or investing, this was pure gambling. Hope you all learned a lesson in leverage. Leverage trading is for idiots who are thick. If you do low leverage and you know where the market is going, okay. But why are you leverage trading? If you know the price is going to go up, you should be comfortable holding spot. And you'll take the dub. You'll take the dub for that. Do not panic, this dip follows global liquidity perfectly. So the next 1 to 2 weeks may be a perfect opportunity. Omikami, you know. Look, I watched this video on Omikami and it's madness. There's some FUD on it. I checked this and this might be Ryoshi, you know. If you slow this video down, that's why Omikami's price is tanking at the moment, by the way. Look, the Omikami account and the Ryoshi account as well. It's madness. ETFs heating up. Might be time to tell your wife to cancel that summer holiday. Giga is the only lead in Solana meme coin to post gains in the past 24 hours. I am liking GigaChad a lot. I sold all my Bitcoin today. I believe dominance has peaked. Bitcoin won't double, but alts may 5 to 20x. Especially if dominance is going down. Maybe we just lock off for the summer. That might be a plan, you know. I think it has pumped and we may see sideways action. Imagine if that happens. Especially over the next couple of weeks. Bitcoin has no privacy. Bitcoin is a public bank account. Michael Saylor, how's that Bitcoin layer 2 privacy working out for you? Because people found out that they found Michael Saylor's holdings. Because it's on the Bitcoin blockchain. I think that's why he likes Monero. Because that's untraceable. How to get smart exposure to the agent narrative in crypto. Create a bid. What is create a bid saying? Because I'm liking create a bid as well. I talked about it a while ago. It is a full-on blockchain at the moment. It just looks dead though, man. Someone has to pump it. The agent narrative is indeed a fascinating area in crypto. That's automated though. Sounds like, I don't know, bruh. I don't think it is going to be virtuals. People are thinking it is going to be virtuals, but the virtuals is holding up a lot stronger than everything else. Yeah, virtuals might actually go and do a madness. I think there will be a lot of consolidation here and then it's going to fly. We'll see though. That's more, I haven't fully analysed the system, but because people bank on AI, especially in crypto, I think it could do well. Powell met with Trump today to discuss economic developments, but did not discuss monetary policy expectations. Look at ETH, man, it broke out just for it to come back down. Flippin' heck. That's disgusting. Casper has been featured in Forbes in an article written by Tom and Niv, a venture capital fund manager overseeing more than 1.25 billion assets worldwide. Casper, the Israeli answer. Is it Israeli? So Cas is an Israel coin. Cas is a global coin. That is madness. I might have to get out of it. Oh wow. Yeah, I might have to get out of it, bruh. Too tired to work, too poor to quit, too young to retire. No comment. Cass, there will be signs. That reminds me of Omikami again. They always say there will be signs.
machine, you'd take it, right? See, my first thought is like, of course I'll take the pill. That's millions of dollars. That's a lot of money. And it could really set me up for my future. But on second thought, like, what's the catch? That's too good to be true. The Limitless movie is kind of real. At one point in my life, I've built my business off of Adderall, cocaine, and weed. I'd wake up every single morning unmotivated, unfocused, not able to get any work done. And all I had to do was drink a whole bunch of caffeine and back it up with Adderall, drink a whole bunch of water. And that day, my day was productive, extremely productive, to the point where I was doing things that I could not do myself. And I kept going and going and going. And I built a business and I went viral on social media. I got millions of views. And I actually built an empire off of drugs. The devil doesn't come to you in red horns and say, hey, sell your soul. What happens is you take these small little decisions, and over time, well, you lose yourself. But what if I told you there's something that can give you way more than what Adderall can? It can give you way more happiness than a trip, way more peace than a yoga session. And there is no come down. There is no side effect. I believe every person on the face of the planet should start their day in relationship with Jesus Christ and the presence of God. I believe that not only does this make me more...
Alright, that's enough for that. Nvidia reports 44 billion in quarterly revenue. AI coins are worth looking at. Render, Fet and Tau. I don't know, man. They're not Nvidia, are they? Nvidia prints 44 bill and CT thinks Fet tagging OpenAI and tweets means price discovery. These aren't AI plays, they're GPU adjacent speculation with low flow and decent branding. I couldn't have put it better myself. Nvidia and stinky crypto coins are not the same. Let's be honest, man. Nvidia might be the number one stock of all time, and you're comparing them to the top AI cryptos, bro. Come on. There goes Ethereum resistance broken. It came back down though. Hope this faked everybody out. Over 5 billion stablecoins from FTX hitting creditors' hands tomorrow. A ton of liquidity. This is the spark alts are waiting for. I feel like it's priced in. Genuinely believe it's priced in. The market is starting to feel incredibly cooked. It's already cooked. It is cooked. ETH pushing through weekly resistance. Will set the door for 4K. Yeah, we need it. This guy is honestly talking about Cas. This is just getting ridiculous. We need something, and it isn't just Casper. Other alts just keep getting smacked. It's pretty much June already. Everyone keeps saying we're going to take off. Newsflash, there's only so many days in the year, and we've blown through half of 2025 with abysmal performance across alts. Facts, man. It might just be time to stick to Bitcoin and Ethereum and have a small percentage in alts, because that's what you're supposed to do anyway, less than 10%. Ondo, people are loving Ondo, but I can't invest in that, unfortunately, because of the interest things. Altcoins are preparing for a rally that we haven't seen for more than 4 years. You can show any of this graph that I could say in here. Look, it's pulled back and we're going to go higher. You could say that at any point in time, bro, chill. And that's the majority of altcoins. It's only the top few that will move. The rest of them are just getting smoked. Is this a sell signal? Look at this. That's got to be a sell signal.
21 cows have taken over the Bitcoin conference. Hey! Let's go, let's go.
That has to be a sell signal, bruh. This summer, Telegram users will gain access to the best AI technology on the market. Elon Musk and I have agreed a 1-year partnership to bring out Grok to billion plus users and integrate it on all Telegram apps. That's madness. AI's taking over. Let me actually check. Firstly, Ton, because it's corrected like crazy. When he did get arrested. It's kind of crazy what happened there. And also Redo, because that looks like it's bottomed out. Ton does. Resistance Dog might actually do a madness. Yeah, on a genuine thing, bruh. Resistance Dog might actually do a madness. Just because it's so oversold. Look at this. It's reaching heights of like $1, bro. That's a 10x. Maybe just a small bag. That's what I'm thinking. ETH pattern from yesterday's video. Yeah, but it's not looking like that anymore, unfortunately.
Look, if you're gonna move, why would you ever move to Sui? Look, if you're gonna move off Ethereum, go to Hype, not Sui. Never Sui. Sui's retarded. It's a piece of shit centralized exchange that gave money to KOLs. It doesn't get worse than that. Like, fuck that. Literally, what are you hoping for? Genuinely, what's your thesis? They're gonna bring more coals on, and like the KOLs are gonna like tweet some shit. It'll run like 2x, and then they dump on you. Okay, what's the fucking point? Why would you ever?
That's how I agree with Sui, but Raupal, he appears to be coping hard. Nah, bruh, Sui's garbage. Ethereum is trying to break out, but it didn't, did it? And it looks like this might be what's happening more so. So 2.3k first, and then we fly higher. Jerome Powell is already printing money. If he reduces interest rates, Bitcoin will print hard. Come on, bruh. Just reduce the rates, bruh. For the next, let's take us to 170k, flipped out into euphoria. It's always the same. Human psychology never fails. Don't be surprised. Be afraid. Alts will finally outperform after years of sleep. Hopefully, bro. And I'm going to be dumping whilst everyone else is buying. Your bags are about to go parabolic. I feel like dominance can go higher. Pre-market futures are ripping, lol, panic sellers. It's just up and down, bro. We're not actually getting any significant movement before the cut rates. We need the rate cuts because it's the psychology of the people in the market. They think then the prices are going to go up. But it's the reason that the reason the price goes up is because people think rates are going down. That's why. It's not because the rates are going down. It's just the prices will soar because people will buy because they know price. Because of what rates does to the market. It's mad. Can't trust any pump anymore, same. You don't need 20 alts to make it, you need 2 or 3 good ones. Solid risk management and plan for exits. That's it. I have a feeling majority of the market will miss out on ETH exploding to the upside. Me too. Me too. Bitcoin stalling, ETH pumping. Alt season, hold the line. Market is a bit conflicting right now. BTC looks like it's topped. Many alt setups look good. They don't anymore. They do not anymore. Imagine spent 1.47 BTC around 30k at the time on a picture of a monkey that looks like it was drawn by a 4-year-old. Look at that monkey, bruh. To then lose it 93%, while if you held BTC you'd be up 20k. A stupid monkey, bruh. Casper is a movement, not a product. BTC top is at 134k. All time PNL turned red. Oh man, that guy who's gambling is crazy. The effing comes real soon. It could do, but if that tanks, that's going to be nasty. Nasty, bruh. Once I make it, then my real life can begin. That is real, bruh. That is real. Just thinking we're around here. We'll see. Time will tell.